like a mini rocket, and it does a good job, and I enjoy driving it.
We've got to put it out there. Do you think 1,000 horsepower is now the benchmark power figure that you need in drifting?
I would say on a high level, yes.
Yeah, it's crazy right now. Like, it doesn't really make much sense, but yeah, it is 1,000 brake horsepower. I remember the first year I drove in Drift Masters in 2018, I had a good 600 brake horsepower. Like,
same here.
That's with a good dyno sheet, like with a little bit of tire, slip on the dyno. Yeah, I made 600 brake horsepower, and it's like now you're like, if you turn up with 600 brake horsepower, you may as well just go home. You spent all your money and you come here, and you may as well sit in the grandstand with the car sitting pretty in the pits. So.
But it's crazy. Like, also, I started Drift Masters with 620 natural aspirated horsepower, and in Riga I was clutch kicking in 5th gear.
Yeah, I remember the same. I was the same as well. Yeah.
Like coming around the turn. Wow.
Yeah, there's nothing left. Yeah, it's cool to see that the sport is progressing, but I think it's exciting to see where it goes in the next 5 years, I guess.
Yeah, because that leads me into my next question, which was how have your needs evolved over time? And obviously at the very core of it, power has just increased, grip has increased, and like with that you have to develop all of the drivetrain, because if you've got more power and more grip, it means there's more stress going through the car, which means more breakages. Like, Ellie, how has that manifested with your build?
It seems like you have some experience with that, huh?
Well, that's why I had to change the back end of my car, because I was like, as the power increased, I remember clutch kicking it one day. I was like, I have no drive, and that happened maybe 2 or 3 times, and then it was like, right, we're gonna have to.
Yeah, I've witnessed a few. I think I've seen you break 1 or 2.
Hey, look now.
I broke them also. Don't worry, I broke many of them. I remember the first time I ever drove a turbo drift car. I went into the first corner, and that was with GTR shafts, so I actually broke good shafts.
Fine.
And yeah, left the handbrake out, or left the clutch out with the handbrake still in, broke 2 of them at the same time when I came in, and my curve was like, I've never seen anybody do that. Well, now you have, so I feel you.
Well, like it's a constant game of improving like the builds, but Connor already mentioned like the recipe that you need nowadays is like around 1,000 horsepower, sequential gearbox that can actually handle that power. We run the Sensonas and we are quite happy with that. A big and a strong prop shaft, a big differential. Normally the thing is a quick change differential, either from Winters or from Bulldog. And then the biggest shafts you can put in the car, and yeah, this is basically what you have, and then you just need to maintain it and check when there's play in the drive shafts, just change them before they break actually, and this is what makes it quite intensive to run a drift car on that power level, because it's not a question if something breaks, it's just when.
That's one of the nice things about playing in the game, because it's like, oh, I clutch kicked it, and it doesn't matter, we'll just go straight back to the start. If something broke, it doesn't matter, but there's nothing more devastating as you come and you initiate, you've got it all absolutely bang on, and then just kaboom.
Yeah, reset button is nice. It would be nice in real life also. Yeah.
Okay, so Connor, you gave us a description of drifting. You said driving in control, fully out of control. You're trying to be inch perfect while the car is completely out of control, which I feel like really captures the chaos and the adrenaline of the sport. Do you have anything to add to this, or do you think that's still true to this moment?
Yeah, 100%. I think, the biggest thing right now about drifting is how hard it is to win. It's like, even like 3 years ago for me, it was kind of, you would turn up to an event and you would be confident that you're going to have a good result, or you're, put in the work to have a good result. Now you turn up and it's like, everybody has evolved so much and got like so much better. It's like trying to find what is the definition of on the limit. What's the definition of too much? It's like you're playing with fire every single lap, and even now in practice you have to go to that level, because if you're not ready to do it the minute the main competition starts, it's like, wow, I don't know what to do. So I think that quote kind of explains it pretty good, but I would probably improvise a little bit more of like actually how on the limit we are, about it out of control, but in control at the same time. So I think it gives a good explanation, but I think for me it's like, now as you watch live streams from 5 years ago to now, it's like,